Well, hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if you are new, welcome to you as well. This video is a part of the First Friday Open Challenge. I'll talk a little bit more about that further on into the video. The theme this month is rope, and I have 3 rope DIYs for you, so let's jump in. For our first DIY, you're going to need one of these foam Christmas tree from the Dollar Tree. You're going to need some jute cord or jute rope. And before I started gluing, I remembered that I needed a template from this foam. So I grabbed the closest thing that was nearby, which is this sheet of paper towel, and I'm just tracing it out for a template. It's the closest thing I could grab at the time, so why not? It's not a part of the DIY, so you don't have to worry about that part. I am now using the rope. You start at one end and you're going to add your hot glue and go all the way around. Guys, this is so easy. I'll just let you watch to see what I'm doing. I know it may be strange for some of you who think that we're doing Christmas crafts already in the middle of fall, but this is just to give you an early start to get your inspiration on, so that you can gather all your supplies for your Christmas DIYs when that time comes around. And don't worry, you're not the only one who think that we should not be doing Christmas crafts right now, but I debated on whether or not I should use a Christmas song for this video, but it is Christmas crafts, so why not use a Christmas song? So here I am almost at the top, worked my way up. And when you're gluing, you want to make sure that you're gluing as close as possible to each line. You don't want to leave any opening. And at the top, you're then going to follow and go all the way around to the very top. And I'm wrapping that around. I snip off the jutes and then just continue wrapping to fill that hole. Now that's done. These little stars I got from Temu. I am no longer a Temu affiliate. I deleted the app from my phone and canceled my account. But I got that from them, and I took my gold marker from Dollar Tree and I just colored that. And this is a toothpick. I snipped off a piece from the top, glued it onto the star, and then used the paint pen to just color that in. And then I force that into the top of the cone, or my Christmas tree, I'm gonna call it. And then just use the lighter to burn off the fuzzies, just to make that look a little smoother or finished. Now once that was done, I took a piece of this greenery leaf ribbon. I also got this from Temu, and I'm going to start wrapping from the top. So I glue down the end, and then I'm just wrapping that around the tree. And when I get to the bottom of that, I'm glue that down and then snip it off. To have some of the leaves laying down, I had to use a little hot glue to just tack them down. Now to further embellish my tree, I'm going to use some gold ornaments. And this is a twig that I got, I don't remember where I got this, maybe from the 99-cent store, and I had that in my stash from last year. So I just pulled off the bubbles or the balls and cut them in two, and I'm just gluing them on anywhere arbitrarily on the tree. Now this is optional. You can add stars, you cannot add anything. It's left up to you what you want to do with your tree. And some of the balls were at different sizes, so it didn't matter. I just cut them and glued them on anyway. And then once that was done, this is one of those tree stumps in the pack from Dollar Tree. I selected one that had a flat surface, added some hot glue to that, to the bottom of the tree, glued that on, and that is done. Let me know what you think about this tree. Like I mentioned, this is the first Friday Open Challenge, and this is hosted monthly by Lisa from Our Grey House and Sarah from Jujubee DIY, and our guest host this month is Amanda from 6 Kids and a Glue Gun. I love working with these ladies. Links to their channels will be in the description box below, as well as the playlist, and I will also link the playlist under the video for easy access. Now we're jumping into DIY number 2. These 2 bells I got from Dollar Tree at half price last year, and I'm just removing the fandangles. And this is the cotton rope, also from Dollar Tree. And I'm just untwining the 3 cords. Next, I took the sanding block and I'm sanding down the bell, just sanding off the sheen because I will be painting that. And after I sanded it, I gave it 1 good coat of Waverly plaster. And now that it's dry, it's now time to add the rope. I gave it a lot of hot glue, and while I'm going around, I'm twisting the rope because I want to keep it very tight. And I went all the way around, and you will keep doing that until you get to the very top. Now I have to apologize because I decided to stop here for the night, and I decided also that I would just complete this one and then pick up with the next bell to show you how I completed it. But of course, the rope for the next one that I had to continue with was a little bigger, and so it did not look too well on this bell, which is the second bell, because while I was going around, it definitely was a little thicker than the other one I was using. And so I decided not to go any further with this one. So I abandoned this one. And I now only have 1 bell. And you have to be careful when you're purchasing these cotton ropes from the Dollar Tree because they're not always the same. One is a little thicker than the other. Here is a picture of both sizes. The one at the top is 6.8 feet and the one below that is 11.1 feet. So you have to pay attention to that when you're purchasing these ropes. Alright, so let me explain how I finished this bell. So off camera I completed the wrapping and I used the same red bow. Here is the other bow that I had already made for my second bell. And this ribbon I also attached. Got that from, I think that was from Dollar Tree or Joann's, I don't remember. This bag of wreath I got from the thrift store. I paid $3 for this bag of wreath last year. It's in different sizes. So I just picked out a small one with the pine cone and the berries and glued that on. And I got this mistletoe bush from Walmart last year. 2 small leaves to that, and attached the cord for hanging, and that completed my bell. I'm so sorry guys that I didn't get to show how I completed it. But here, let's move on to the last DIY. All right, so for this one, you're gonna need, this is a 5mm wooden ring. You're gonna need some macrame cord and anything that you choose to embellish with. So I took the cord and I'm going to be wrapping this bead tightly. I keep saying bead, ring, wooden ring. I'm going around and I had to snip off quite a lot in order for it to get through the ring. And you're going to wrap. Now you can also paint this with 1 coat of white paint, but I didn't. I chose to leave it as is. You're not going to go all the way around. You're going to stop at an angle. And this is, I'm showing you one that I already did. So once I was satisfied as to the measurement or to the distance where I needed it, I snipped off the excess and I'm gluing down the end. And just in case you haven't yet realized, we're making ornaments. This is all ready for further embellishment. Now I cut another piece of cord. Well, not quite yet. These are some stars that I got from Temu. I'm using 3. I'm gonna glue 1 unpainted in the center, and the other two I'm going to paint with a folk art true burgundy that I showed you earlier. And I just painted one side and dried that. Then I glued them on tip to tip, or one tip resting on top of the other. If you are new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I'm so happy you joined me today. Here on my channel, I do DIYs on a budget. If you love budget-friendly DIYs like these and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing and be sure to hit that notification bell. Hit it again and select all so YouTube notifies you whenever I upload new videos. And then this small wooden bead, I painted that with the same folk art true burgundy, and I took a piece of the macrame cord, and so as to get the end of the cord to feed through the bead, I added a little hot glue to the tip to just feed that through, and I fed through both ends through the bead. Now your hole in the bead has to be large enough for the cord to be fed through twice. Or you can feed it through once and then tie it. I think that's what I did for the first one until I realized that I could actually do it this way. And use whatever tool to assist you in doing that. And once you get both ends through, just measure the distance as to how long you want your ornament to be. And then just use a little hot glue to secure that. Make sure all your ornaments are hanging at the same length. Sorry guys, I had to change the music. I was falling asleep with that Christmas song. Jeez. And now you're ready to tie that onto the ring. See, I didn't say bead this time. I got it finally. So what I did, I just make sure that it was lined up evenly with the star below in the center, and then use a little hot glue to keep it in place. And then I wrapped the cord under, tied that under, and then brought it back up to the top, and then wrapped it around the bead and secure it. Now I'm sure there's a better way of doing this. You can either wrap the cord first around the ring and then feed that through the bead and then tie that at the top, but then you're going to have a knot at the top of your ornament, and I don't think you would want to have that. So I found that this was the best way to do it, and it turned out okay. Let me know what you think. And here I made 3 of them. They're all done. Now we're here for the final reveal. Here is our Christmas tree, or jute Christmas tree. And then we have our single bell. I wanted 2 but ended up with 1, but that's okay. Let me know what you think about this one as well. And guys, don't forget to check out the playlist in the description box below, as well as the host channels. And let me know which one of these 3 DIYs was your favorite today. And like I mentioned, if you love budget-friendly content like this, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and don't forget the bell, because that will notify you whenever I upload new content. And thank you so much guys for joining me on this video today. I hope you enjoyed what I presented to you. And if you love content like this, I suggest this video right here or this playlist. And stay safe, my friends, until my next one. Bye.